welcome, everybody. How are we doing? We have the hype train going. I see everybody out there. A couple people throwing some stuff in chat. I am super excited. Welcome on in. Welcome to your Concorde Games Winter JV Tournament Playoffs. I am super thrilled to get into this. These are going to be the two top teams that we have currently in our JV setup. So we're going to be doing stuff a little bit differently than we normally do. Just because we have two teams here today, we will be doing basically a best of 5, best of 3. I think I said that right, or maybe I said it backwards. A best of 3 of best of 5s. Maybe that's the correct way. Sorry if I botched that and said it backwards. But basically what that means is we'll be doing a best of 5 series, and whoever wins that will get 1 point. And then we'll do another best of 5 series. And if, let's say, the other team wins it, then that's 1 point. So we'll have to do one last best of 5 series to see who's going to take that best of 3 and win the tournament here today. So I am super excited, super thrilled to do it. I do believe we actually already have all of our players in the lobby. So once I get the go ahead, then we'll go ahead and we'll switch over. But awesome. Super happy to see everybody out here. We got 12 viewers already, people piling in. So this is going to be super duper cool. It said also make sure drink some water. This may be a pretty long tournament ahead. You don't know how long one best of 5, it can go by pretty fast. But when you bring another best of 5 and another potential best of 5, this is a long series awaiting us. So make sure you got your water, make sure you grab some popcorn, get ready, root on the teams that you're wanting to win, whether you're a parent, whether you're a friend, I don't care who you are. You should be out here, you should be rocking, you should be throwing some comments out because we want to get that hype train going. I am pumped. Does look like most of our players are in. So unless we have to do something else, we should be jumping right on in. But how is everybody else doing? How are we doing today? It's a nice Cashy Friday. Normally we do these on Saturdays, but we're switching it up a little bit. Like I said, we're going to be doing this on Friday today and a little bit later. So hopefully everyone will be done with work. Everyone will be able to come on home. If you're on your way home from work right now, don't worry, listen on in, tune in once you get home and then watch this action. And it does look like everybody is popping on in. We have Patterson's on the blue team and the Demos on the orange team. So let's jump into this match. A little bit of an awkward touch in it. Well, if there's anything you know about me, it's I always say we don't have a series until an own goal. And we're starting out strong. First goal of the entire tournament is going to be an own goal. Rather unfortunate, but hey, we'll take it. First 6 seconds in, and the Patterson team has the lead. Sword tail. Follow up on this. Gets a little pop, but Iconic now. Iconic Radius gonna slowly follow up. Shut down. Now rubber. What is that? Rubber fix? Rub fish. I don't know all these players, so give me a minute here. We're gonna take this first match to learn all of our players here today, and then we'll be solid moving through. Nice. We're gonna call him Fish. Dark coming down, little pop over, little nice pass actually, really good pass. And Fish here gets the little pop, but it's not going to be enough. Little Sword going to come in, gets the nice little clear down. Now Iconic sends this one to the sky and is going to buy his team a little bit of time. Fish tries to come in, but it doesn't quite work. Iconic with a huge, a triple commit there. Everybody on the field trying to get to that ball, seeing the threatening opportunity. Iconic goes up. Now a little bit of a miss there, moving a little fast. Also may be a show of hands for the nerves. Everybody may get a little, I mean everybody, not everybody, but some people get, a little bit of nerves, and there it is. Sword actually Sword is the only one who has scored anything this entire tournament so far. First minute and 30 seconds in, and Sword has got an own goal and a goal on the enemy team. So we can go ahead and we can retrack that own goal that happened earlier. It never happened. Pop out. Iconic now with a nice dribble starting this, but no. Wubby Buddy. I love that. Wubby Bubby. I like that game. And I like his car. My favorite car. Touch out, but Darts can actually collect this. Gets this all the way down. Wubby Buddy is going to get a touch on this, but keeps it going. Look at him going all the way down in the backfire. Brings it up. Tries to go for a pass here, but they are there to save the ball. Orange team kind of piled up a little bit here. Dark with a big clang. Sword sees the ball rolling towards him, patiently waits to make sure he's going to get that clear out. Now Fish with a solid little clear, but Sword again is going to put the pressure back in the side of blue. Going for the aerial attempt. Good aerial attempt. Super close. Doesn't quite land, but Wubby there going to get the clear out. We're seeing some really good defense coming out right now for the orange team. Every time we tune into the orange team, we see that one person is back, hanging out in the goal, making sure that if that clear comes out, that big break comes out, which happens all the time, like this, boom, Wubby. Quickly, he's going to turn around and follow up on this. Ooh, a little bit of a team bump there. But there it is. Wubby's going to follow up. And Fish with a huge clang. This could actually be a little threatening, but it is a nice secure touch out. Iconic. Gonna send this one downfield. Patience here. Trying to not commit in an awkward spot, and it works out great. Up for Fish, but a bump! Sword bumps Fish, and that blocks the shot. Not gonna come in. No threat, but Iconic. Stays behind the ball, continues the pressure. A nice little pop out there. Nico does look like he's able to get the save on that. Oh, real awkward. Nico comes up with a massive bang. This is it. Passing down for his teammate Sword, but a side flip. Nico tries to get behind this, but can't quite get the touch. Little Sword now. Sending this one off to the side. Nico's going for it, but low boost. This is kind of awkward. There we go. That's what we like to see. Wubby coming in with the bangs. A huge pass out. Oh, can he get it? It looks like a shot on through the smoke and flames. Nico is going to fly in and get a shot on goal. Really big bump there. Wubby, absolute menace out on the field. Gets a demo, gets a bump, and passes it straight to his teammate for Nico. The shot coming in. And another quick shot, Nico! Letting us know it's not just a team play. He can put the team on his back too. Oh, looks like Fish had an unfortunate turn off to the side. Nico saw the wide open net, took complete advantage of that, slotted it away. Patience right here. No one in the middle. Fish going for a little pop off the ball. Nico also follow up with this. Oh, didn't quite get the touch. But Iconic. Here, a lot of pressure coming out from Iconic. And just for the blue team in general, almost a shot, but slightly off to the side. Fish comes in, but a double commit there by Dark and Fish. Woo, big pop over. A little bit of a miss there. Tries to get another pass out for his team. Nico's coming in, but doesn't matter. Sword passes it to himself, and this is going to quickly turn into a very different game. It was 1-1, pretty even for most of the game. But right here in the last minute or so, it has just completely went in the side of the demos. They have just held it on lock. They've not only held it on lock, but they found the breakaways, and they're going to solidly take game one with a 3-goal lead. The demos. Going to feel confident, going to feel good about that first win. Got to feel good about it. Let's check out the stats here. Sword really putting in a lot of work here at the top. Nico and Wubby also really supportive. We see a nice save with some shots. This is looking good. And over here on the Patterson side, also not too bad. Pretty even scores for the top two. We just got to get Fish in there a little more. But overall, these players are looking pretty well balanced. Pretty good out there on the field. We saw many times that the Pattersons were actually holding down pressure. There was several times that I was sure that Pattersons were going to follow up with a shot, but the rotations right now with the demos are just looking good. I think maybe they're going to have to take a little play out of their name and maybe look for demos themselves to see if they can find the openings, because right now the demos have the rotations, they have the positioning, they're making sure somebody's back, and they're not letting that space become far and in between. They're shutting things down, and that's why they're able to find the breakouts and then continue on with the shot. So let's see if Patterson can flip the script this round, maybe find a demo or two, and no pun intended, and see if they can make that opening in this next match. The Demos up by 1 game in our first best-of-5 series here tonight. Oh, Chubby Boy with a little bit of a miss. Iconic. Gonna follow up down on this. Really good pass attempt and a little bump there. That's what we like to see. Exactly what I'm talking about. We like to see the bumps, and Chubby Boy now gonna follow up on this. Gets tackled by Nico. Now Nico, a double commit here by Wubby and Nico. Can Patterson take advantage of this? Looks like they are trying to find their way out. A lot of going backwards right now. We definitely don't like to go backwards often in Rocket League. We want to go forward just because we got the boost and front flip forward. But they are working their way through this. It is a little awkward. Chubby Boy finally with a nice solid clear to the side and a 1v1 position with Nico. Nico can't get this save, and Chubby Boy is going to find the open net. I mean, it wasn't open, he was there, but he got the pop just enough over Nico. Nico saw the challenge coming, tried to quickly get in and shut it down, but didn't see the pop shot coming. Wubby with a nice pass over. No one able to get it. Oh, and a little bit of a team bump there. Dark. Follow down on this. Gets a nice little touch. Go. Good team plays coming out right now. Absolutely crazy team plays. Some passes back and forth. Chubby Boy does get the dunk. And a little bit of an awkward play there. Nico now with the 50 back. Somebody's going to have to get that save, and it is Sword there for the late game save. Some scrambling going on, but Nico finds the breakaway. Dark going to have to try and get behind this. Does go down, gets a nice little flick up, has a full tank of, actually missed the boost, but he don't mind. He's just going for the pass, you know, and that's the way to do it. Ball over boost every day of the week. Chubby, a little bit of an awkward miss, but there we go. Nico really starting to build up some pressure. Sword trying to bring this one down. A huge pinch by Chubby Boy. It's super close, very scary play. I got to break that down real quick. That was a very scary play, something that we personally don't recommend doing often. You don't ever want to put the ball in front of your net. But in that instant, it was needed. Chubby Boy saw that the shot was coming in. He didn't have anybody goal line, and he went for the awkward save and made it just fast enough where there was no shot coming in. Coming back, we're seeing a lot of pressure now coming out. This is what I'm talking about. Right here, we see all this pressure coming out. Chubby Boy bringing it down, but what do we have? Nico hiding in the goal, waiting. Is he able to get it? No, Sword follows up, but now Nico is there, still waiting, and gets the clear out. That's what I'm talking about. There's always somebody back here for the demos. They're always making sure somebody's there. Now we got Wubby patiently waiting, and boom, goes for it. Oh, an unfortunate miss. And it resulted in another own goal. And that's going to give Patterson actually a 2-goal lead, which is exactly what they're going to want in this because the Demos took the first match. So if they're going to try and fight their way back, then they definitely want to win the second match. Good control there by Dark, keeping it close, gets the 50. This is awkward, but Sword does get the read. Nico sends this one down. A lot of cuts. We're seeing a lot of cuts out of Patterson. Look at this. This is a great bang, but not able to follow up. Wubby ends this one down and around. We're going in some circles, but it's okay. Oh, this may be a little threatening. Sword doesn't get the touch, but no shot is on. It's all right. Wubby sends this out to the side. And a double commit and a crazy back touch. Now Chubby Boy, playing the healthy third, is going to get the clear on this ball. Chubby Boy gets one touch. Nico, an awkward position. Chubby Boy goes for the pass. This is looking like it. And oh! Another own goal. Sword leaves the match. We absolutely hate to see it, but there's a reason why we express the importance of side posts and just unfortunate bad positioning, unfortunate positioning. You know, you never mean to do that. I don't know where he went though. We definitely want Sword. He's a very valuable asset to this team. Kind of leaving his team right now in the dust. Plus, the other big thing is they may be down this one, but they're not out. They won the first match. There's still so much opportunity. You can't be getting mad right now at the start of a potential, what, 5, 10, 15 games. We're at game 2. Hopefully we can get a little pep talk coming out from the coach. Hype the player back up, because right now, as of after this match concludes, you know, if they win this, that's a tie game. That's, you know, there's nothing to be upset about. And if anything, you got to think about it like this. You know, yeah, you may have been the result of a couple own goals, but then that technically just means that you're the only one scoring. So once you clean it up a little bit, then no more own goals. You'll just be constantly scoring on the opponent. It's all warm-up. It's all a warm-up. Well, that is going to conclude our second match in our tournament here today. Patterson taking game 2 with confidence and a little help from the Demos along the way. Does look like our Sword Man is back. Hey man, shake it off. It was nothing. Like I said, you got to think about it in the sense, if you're scoring, that just means that you're a scoring machine right now. And all you got to do is turn the dial, make sure you're facing the other way, and you're going to be nonstop crazy action. But let's talk about that match. Patterson's. Outside of the little help from the Demos, there was so much more pressure. They did exactly what I said. I'm like, they need to just find that pressure. They need to keep someone back. And we saw that. There was multiple times where the Demos were getting these nice big clears. But then Patterson had one person back, waiting patiently, and then finding the right time for that last person to commit. That's the tricky part. Because if they commit too early, well, then that leaves an open net. But if you commit too late, well, you may get a pop shot and then get scored on. So it's not an easy position to be in that third man. You have to be patient, but also fast, really reading the play. And it looks like so far both teams have kind of found their synergy. Let's see if they're able to step up in this next match and who is going to take the third game in the tournament. Roll down Sword with a nice clear out. And a big boom down. No one quite back. Oh, that's looking a little awkward. Chubby Boy does get the touch again. He misses that touch, but actually gets in the way for that one. Nico Sword colliding. Wubby all by himself has to go for this clear. No one there. It's a little awkward, but it's okay. The demos are going to be brought out of that situation. Fortunately, no one was able to follow up. Wubby out here just dribbling the entire Patterson team. What a crazy play. That was really impressive. Wubby gets in there, goes for the turn shot, gets another turn shot, breaks the ankles of two of the players, and then slots it in the bottom left corner. Now we're going to note that here on Patterson, no one is in the blue goal. No one is there playing that healthy third. We're going to have to see someone playing that healthy third. I don't want to say at all times, but most of the time. Because you never know when somebody's going to get a crazy dribble or a big shot. That's a big pass, and Dark just barely misses the opportunity to tie up the game. Iconic and Chubby both on the ball at the same time. Trying to go for a little carry, and it actually works out. Good control there by Chubby Boy. Gonna tie up the game. Gets under this, and then goes for a little flick, but gets that one last touch, and that was just enough to make it behind the defender. Huge 50. Wubby tries to commit on this. Doesn't quite work, but Chubby's gonna keep the pressure on. Nico with a nice clear out. Man, this is going to be such a game of endurance right now and a game of mental fortitude. All of these series so close back to back. This is like a pro match right now. Big clear out. Iconic now passes over to Chubby. Chubby's going to start getting a little pressure. Dark bumps one opponent. Chubby goes for the shot, but it's going to be a little out. Now another shot coming in from Iconic. There it is. And that is going to give blue team a full goal advantage. Patterson's really going to be happy about that. But let's see, can the demos say something in response? Chubby Boy with a nice solid cheat up. Goes for a big pass. Who can be there? Iconic there, but it's not going to be enough. Dark playing a little close, but does get the awkward save out. How can Dark follow up on this? Awkward touch by Sword. It works out. Chubby now going to follow up. Wubby, the last one back. Wubby goes for the save. Does get the save. Saves their team. Dark goes for the shot. Misses it. Iconic now can't quite get the clear out. And just as it looks like the demos are about to start a counterattack, immediately Patterson team shuts it back down. We're seeing a lot of pressure coming out by blue team, Patterson team. Big clear out. Let's see, can Dark follow up on this? No. Sword cuts it off. Big pass out. For a name like the demos, I feel, and that's so crazy because right when I said that, Dark just got a demo. I was going to say, for a name like the demos, I feel like we haven't quite seen enough demos. And right as I say that, we see one on the Patterson team. You end up realizing the pressure's too much. Take out one of the opponents. They can't shoot it if they're not there. Little pop out, crazy mixture here. There it is, Dark with a nice clang in the middle, but gonna have to wait. Another big clang up. Iconic. Double whip. Double fake. Iconic has to get a touch on this, and it's really awkward. Sword doesn't get the pop in. Super close. Wubby now all alone. Has to get the touch and does. No one is back. This is it. No one is there. As I've been saying, no one is back for Patterson, and that is going to be the downfall. They're able to get the counterattack going. Everyone on Patterson's running back, and in 1 minute and 11 seconds, we have ourselves a tie game here in Game 3. inch out there on the field. Iconic gets a pop up, potentially a pass for his team as Dark does get a touch, but Sword brings the pressure back. Now Chubby gonna follow up. Wubby all alone has to get this save and does successfully get the save, saving his team. Always trying to be that player back in goal. Third man. One of the most, I don't want to even say one of the most. It is the most important part. Being third man. Ooh, Dark comes in, almost grabbing that touch. Now it's kind of up. A little attack in the middle there between Dark and Sword. And a big bump from Nico. And that's going to create a big pass. Dark can't quite follow up. Wubby. Oh, Sword actually gets the touch. Now Wubby's going to have to go for this. Woo! Kind of awkward all around. Nico with the calculated twist off the goalpost. Going to get the save, and that's going to do it. We are headed into our first overtime here. 50-50, Nico almost with the cheeky shot. Dark brings this one down, gets a nice hook up. This is going to be a great pass, but Sword able to get the clear out. Nice bump coming out. Chubby with the slow touch. Chubby with the double touch. 17 seconds in, and the Patterson team is going to take game 3. Woo! What a good double touch, and more importantly, the slowdown. Okay, we got to talk about that slowdown right there that Chubby did. That's one thing a lot of players in these early stages of playing Rocket League, they get maybe a little caught up or forget how important it is to slow down. Yes, we want to go fast. Yes, we want to run and race to the ball. But sometimes right there at the end, Chubby immediately slowed down before he hit the ball. This way, the ball did not fly and bang against the wall and come back. It just did a nice curve and a nice bounce back. So then Chubby could read that nice, slow, casual play, but still powerful enough to go over everybody's head, hit that back wall. That was really good and really smart there by Chubby. Not to just panic and throw it away, but rather play it slow and steady. Game 4. Patterson now with a one game lead. Now, this does mean in our best of 5 that technically Patterson is on match point. So if Patterson win this match, blue team, then they have won the first best of 5 series between these two. But the demos could change that and they could bring it back. Ooh, very close shot, but it's not looking too good right off the start. Patterson team really looking solid and scored. I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to say it. We're going to have to get a counter at the end of this. How many own goals? That's all right. Shake it off. That's all right. Big boom, and that's going to be in. Wubby buddy. With a solid little cheat up here. Gets the front flip right past Chubby boy. Chubby almost gets the save, but not quite. Just right out of his clutches. Big shot coming in. Iconic gets the shot on, but no. Sword with the jump is actually going to save that ball. Big shot. This is looking really threatening, but it bounces out. Nico gets the little pop, but a nice demo coming in by Chubby boy. Sword can't quite get, actually does get behind this, does get the pass, but Chubby Boy, again, really stepping up for the Patterson team. Look at this, playing in shots, feeling warm, and there it is, a pass over to Iconic, and Iconic is going to slam this one in the top. Major power coming out there by Iconic's shot. This may be looking tough. A little hard. And Sword get behind this. A little awkward. Does get the double jump. Throws Dark off. Now his teammate, Nico, comes in. Is he going to be able to find the pass? Waits for the patient bounce. Good play. Sword, though, with a hard double commit with his teammate. Now Chubby Boy is going to be able to follow up with this. Sword, Wubby, actually, there for the save. And Iconic popping another shot on. Wubby goes for the side clear. Ooh. Chubby with a big bang right back. Iconic can't quite follow up with this. We're seeing so much pressure coming out from the Patterson team. Turning around, going up, hitting the aerial. No, Sword jumps up, shuts it down. Iconic misses this touch. Doesn't want to touch it backwards. Realizes that's a good play. And a big pass out. Chubby almost goes for the pass, but it doesn't quite make its way. Everyone's panicking right now. Sword, the only one right now playing it safe. Iconic with a nice big boom. This may be a shot. Dark sends another one, another high clanger. It's awkward. Iconic keeps the pressure going. Dark can't quite get behind this one. Now Wubby going for the pass. Nice slow patience on that touch there. Oh, a little bit of some bump action. There it is, Sword. Oh, Chubby Boy! What a dunk. Chubby Boy puts the shot on, and right as Sword went for the pop out, he just dunked him. He just tackled the ball, and it ended up dunking right over Sword. What a play. Very impressive on that one. Follow up. Sword does get the touches. It's looking threatening. Can the demos? Can they hold this pressure? Sword does get one more cut. Some bump action, but Wubby there. Wubby has been great at getting those clears, but not quite fast enough. Oh, but Chubby, big miss. Nico now gonna try and get behind this one. Doesn't quite work. Sword tries to go for the aerial. Now Iconic playing it slow and controlled, very smart. Everybody on the side of Patterson team fully committed. This gives Sword a shot opportunity. Chubby just barely able to get that save. A lot of back and forth. Nico now does get a pinch. Again. Sword with one touch, but Chubby keeps the pressure on. Dark trying to go for the save. It is up. It is over. A pass over to Chubby, and Patterson are really looking to take this game. And not only this game, but this first best-of-5 series right here. They're trying to run home with it. Iconic with a good boom. Nico with an awkward touchback. Oh, a little bang. This could be threatening. Iconic puts it way up. Oh, it bounced out. Oh, Sword got one more touch. Oh, Nico almost needed to get it. Almost had it, but Iconic saw it. He just jumped a little bit, and he could have popped it in. Good read. He cemented that one. Nico, Iconic, 50 in the middle. The ball remains. Chubby gets the clear out. Nice pass. No one in the side of the demos, and that was almost a goal, but Nico Goes, grabs the boost, passes it out to Sword. Sword does get the bang. A little bit of an awkward touch there. Now Nico. Patterson has taken the first best of 5 series here today. And with confidence. That was a pretty big, it wasn't too bad. Was that 1-5? So about 4 goal difference. And that, it's not too bad. It's kind of not that big. That's not like a blowout or anything. I think what we'll have to see moving into the next one is we're going to have to see if in the next best of 5 series, if Patterson is going to, if they're able to just keep that pressure going, but the demos, I think what they're going to have to do, let me think about this, because the big thing is they've been doing good with their rotations, keeping somebody back. There's been a couple times where they had somebody commit a little bit too much and sitting back. I think they need to go for more rotations. I think that what they happen is they have one person designated back and then 2 people constantly pressuring the ball. And sometimes that works a little bit, but you mainly want to kind of rotate back a little bit and really get a big boom. Make sure your touches aren't just these little weak touches and roll, like you're standing right next to the ball and you roll into it. You want to get some speed. You want to drive up to this ball and you want it to clang. So if you're not going to produce that, then you should rotate back out, switch with whoever the goalie is, and then they can push in with speed and power, and then you can collect some boost. And I think if the demos start getting that rotation, then we'll see a different series here in the next best of 5. We are going to take a really quick intermission break, but don't go anywhere because we're going to be back very shortly. Alrighty, everyone. Thank you so much for jumping on back, everyone. Ooh, excuse me, as quickly as you did. It does look like we are all set to go. So I'll let everybody else know that we're ready to go. And once I see them jump into the match, then we'll go ahead and switch over. Apologies again on that short delay. We just want to make sure that we finish off this tournament strong. We want to make sure that everybody can be on and actively play. We don't want any forfeits. We don't want any disqualifications. We want everyone to show up and show out, show why they're here to play today. And it does look like they are joining in. So let's go ahead, jump on over to the lobby at hand and see how this first match of the new best of 5 is going to be. So for anybody who joined in a little later or maybe doesn't know quite what's going on, is it a black screen? Oh, no, it was. I think I gotta, let me refresh something. I also have a black screen on, but now we should be good. Okay, there we go. Awesome. Sorry about that. Apologies again. Yes, we just wanted to make sure that we had a good and ready stream for everybody here today. We wanted to make sure that our players were able to play. So to go back to what I was saying before, if you didn't know what was going on or you just joined or you want a recap of what's going on, both of these teams right now are facing off in our winter finals, JV finals, and they will be doing they're doing a best of 3, best of 5 series. So basically what that means is they're going to be doing a best of 5, and then whoever wins that will get 1 point. And then whoever can win that best of 3 out of the points will be the winner. So needless to say, right now Patterson, who is on the blue team, they won the first best of 5. And now we have started our second best of 5 series. Now, if Patterson wins this next best of 5 series, then they have won the tournament and they get to go home as champions. But that is unless the demos on the orange team have anything to say about it. Now, this is looking really good. Chubby, almost there for the touch, couldn't quite. But now, if they are able to they win the best of 5, then that means we'll do one final one to determine who would be the winner of the 2 teams. But right now, it's looking like neither one of the teams want to give up a goal, which is good because not only, of course, do you want to score goals, but you don't want to have goals scored on you. So sometimes it's better to play a little bit safer, a little bit smarter, and read the play at hand so that way you can find the breakouts. Right here, super close, and there it is. Nico, the first one to score on the breakout, and that's exactly what you want. You want to play just as defensively as you are aggressively, or at least find ways to turn your defensive play back into aggression while not throwing yourself out. You don't want to commit so hard that you find yourself in the opponent's team. As we said before we ended up going on our little intermission break, the biggest thing that I think for either one of these teams, truly, to come back is going to be big rotations. See right here, we see Iconic, Chubby. They're kind of close up. They're chasing the ball. This gives Sword the opportunity to get these big, massive, clear shots coming on the net, but nothing quite landed, but that's threatening. Shots coming on the net is not what you want to be experiencing. Here we go, Chubby Boy, gonna get a big pop out. Sword does get the touch, and here we go again. No one home for the Pattersons. Chubby just barely getting back in enough time to get that clear. Chubby now gonna commit on this. Good push out. Nico made the opponent throw. Now Wubby able to get out there, start an attack of their own. This is looking good. Chubby Boy gets a little pop, but this could be a pass. Nico just a little bit too far forward. Now Sword with a nice clang. Iconic misses the touch. Ooh, big bang out. Nico sends this one to the side. Nice. Sword with a big cut. This could be an opportunity, but no, Chubby turns it into one of his own, but Wubby, whoa, there, and getting the save out. Chubby versus Wubby, and Wubby is now gonna follow up with another touch. Nico gets a couple demos, a couple bumps, actually. Chubby's gonna try and go for a big clang. Does work out. And Chubby stay behind this. Ooh, an awkward pinch sends it back to Dark. Nico going backwards. This is looking awkward. That's what we like to see. Sword. Last man pushing out. Iconic. Another big pop. This is threatening. The ball is falling right in the middle. Kind of off to the side now, but no one is able to get up fast enough to do something about it. See, this is what I'm talking about. Everyone's scrambling. That's what you don't want. Get out. Get out and do a rotation. There we go. Now Chubby has to rush back. Nico gets the demo. Nice pop. A double demo. There it is. Nico, that's exactly. One thing, if you do know me, I always say more bumps, more demos. We need to get more action out on there on the field. And if you're tired of the ball being saved, you're tired of that pressure, just take out the opponent. They can't score it if they're not there, and they definitely can't save it if they're not there. Oh, Dark with a pop shot. Oh, a 0-second shot by Chubby Boy last minute. That was not what I expected. I was certain right here was going to touch the ground, but no. Dark got the front flip and then a delayed pop in, and that actually brought us on into overtime. A 0-second goal. Big pop out. Sword. Now he's going to patiently wait. Does get a clang on this. Can get one more touch. Does pop it out. But it looks like blue team's there. No, Nico cuts in front of this. Sends it to the side. Chubby Boy now in an awkward position. Wubby. Can Wubby get in there? Wubby not able to, but it's all right. It is off net. Oh, weird touch, but it is working out for them right now. The demo's not getting punished. But with this constant pressure coming in, it's not looking good. Wubby able to get the save and a clear out against two opponents. Woo! Chubby Boy! What a big pop. Sword and Nico just a little bit too close. Chubby passed it over one. Got it past both of them. had the opportunity to start a dribble and went ahead and got that shot. Chubby boy, look at that, with almost a 500 score. Definitely stepping up in a pretty major way for his teammates right now. Not only with that 0-second goal, but the overtime goal to win their first match here in the new best of 5. And if you're the demos, I mean, that's going to be a little frustrating, a little, oh, what the heck? Come on, we're trying to get that bounce back. But we saw some really good positioning there. I'd say maybe space out a little bit more. We'll see how what ends up happening. But Patterson team right now, they're just looking really good, especially Chubby Boy. Chubby Boy right now is just doing what he has to do. He's scoring 0-second goals. He's scoring overtime goals. He's banging the ball. He's getting soft, slow touches when he needs. Chubby is just doing everything that they need to do for his team. And we're going to jump into our second match here in our new best of 5. Right as I'm talking about him, there he is, Chubby Boy with the ball. Tries to go for the hook shot, but a really good cutoff there. Dart pops it up for Chubby Boy, but no, Sword meets him in the sky. Sword gets the pass. Nico commits with Sword. That was a beautiful pass. An unfortunate double commit. Nico is going to keep the ball in. Now Nico and Sword again are too close. Sword has the opportunity, does pop it, but it's not going to be a threat. Chubby Boy takes the ball to the side. Sword does get in the way. We're seeing a little bit of an awkward play. This is what I'm talking about. A lot of cuts. I think I'd like to see a little bit more rotation itself. A little bit more switching out with your last man. Nico gets the bump on his own teammate, but this isn't going to be good. Nico gets the pass back. This is what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying they don't want to do. They need to stop chasing the ball. They're going for these short turns, trying to go for these quick cuts. They need to just run back and say, Wubby, let me get the goal. You use some speed and hit that ball with power. That's what they need to do right now. Once they're able to start hitting that ball with some power, then they'll be able to start creating some offensive attack. Because look at that, big ball, big power. Nico going against his teammate, passing it to the other players. This is, oh, and we're not going to be able to see it. This is, oh, he's doing it, Nico. Nico's passing it to his opponents right now. Let's go, Patterson. Happy Hour Arcade coming out here with the Let's Go, Patterson. We love to see it. Support your team. Wubby gets in there. Now switch out. Nope, Nico going in for it. And this is when it really matters. This is that mental fortitude I was talking about when we first started this tournament. The biggest thing. Oh, huge shot. Oh, Sword almost able to get that one in. Really close. But one of the big things, especially for matches like this, is not getting upset, not letting it bother you, keeping your calm, keeping your cool, keeping yourself spaced out, away from each other. Don't be next to each other. Don't be next to your teammate. If your teammate's going to pass the ball, then you got to be there ready to score the ball, not passing the ball at the same time. Ooh, a lot of speed and these cuts. And that's it. That's not it. See, we're seeing it still. We're seeing a lot of chasing, hitting the ball against the wall. If we saw more fundamental rotations coming out now from the demos, I think we'd see an entirely different team. And this is where, like I said, it starts to get to you. Because, oh, a nice little free shot. Nico is actually going to put one on the board for the demos. But this is where it starts to get to you. You've been playing. You're starting to get a little fatigued. You know, you're maybe losing a little bit. And you start panicking and start chasing the ball. And you start going off of your scared instincts and all of those things. You need to ignore. You need to focus up. And you need to keep your space. And you need to stay with those fundamentals. You need to remember what keeps you strong and what keeps your team strong. Rotations, that would be it. So that was great. That's fine. Wubby. Nice little pop there. Nico going to turn on this. Nico does get a little pop down here. Looks like Chubby does get the cutout. Iconic with a nice follow. Ooh, this is looking threatening. Ooh, Chubby, but a double commit there. This is what I'm talking about. Two players going for one ball. Now this leaves Sword in a really awkward position. Sword gets demoed. One player at a time. Nico needs to get out of there. He's just helping out the enemy team. There we go. A little bit of some bump action going on from Patterson. Ooh, nice little pop-up. Another double commit, but Sword's going to be there. Oh, these plays right now. These are very slow. Nico with the pass back. Passing it again to the enemy team. Nico almost. Sword does get the pop. And Iconic. Patterson's keeping the pressure going. Wubby with a nice clear out. Wubby, not the best. We never want to send it in front of our goal. Super unfortunate. Just simple rotation. See, if Sword was there, Sword had the clear out. Just a nice fundamental rotation around your teammate, and we would have seen a perfectly okay save. A perfectly good, solid save coming out. Big pop-out. Sword. Can't quite get the touch. Nico getting bumped. Chubby boy. Ooh, almost with the pass out. Didn't quite land. Nico almost with a touch. Iconic. Trying to get in there. A lot of back and forth right now. Chubby with a pop-up. That's going to be in. This game has unfortunately slowly fallen apart. We have seen an unfortunate, just, I would say, you know, a little too much panicking. Right now, the demos, they're panicking a little much because they're down, and it's resulted in more panic touches. There we go. We got another one on the board for the demos. They're going to feel good about that. At least separate that goal difference. Maybe that'll help kind of calm them down. Let them know it's okay. You know, this may be, you may be down in this series, but just bring it back. Relax. Stay to your fundamentals. Stay with your rotations. Stay with confident hits. And that's how you're going to try and come back the next match. You can't let your matches leak into each other. Dark. He has a really nice pop out. Chubby trying to go for one last pass. 10 seconds on the clock. Not quite cleared out. And Nico, again, passing it for the team. And that's what I'm saying. Stop chasing the ball. Stop it. You're chasing the ball and you're hitting it in for your team. I can't say it anymore. You just got to trust that your teammate's there and will get the save. If you don't, then you're going to do more damage than you will help. Patterson taking game 2 confidently. Overall, we're going to have to see the demos just go out there and have fun. That's really it. If there's anything I think I could really tell them, go out there, don't take it so serious, have fun, try and end this as strong as possible. End this on your terms of having a good time and going out, because the more you have fun, the more you don't take this so serious, just kind of, relax a little bit. Make sure you're talking, don't panic. Then the more fun you're going to have, the better you're going to do, the more engaged you're going to be. So I think the best thing for them is to have fun right now, goof off a little bit, kind of go crazy, just loosen up. And that may be enough to bring them back. They're down, but they're not out. They're not out. They have one game right here to keep their tournament life at hand, but that can only be done if they just loosen up a little bit. Loosen up, trust their teammates, get some comms going, talking to each other. Hey, I got this. Hey, you get that. I'm switching out. I think that's it. They can find that, then they'll be solid. But we'll have to see, because not only is there's always ways to improve, but you have to give credit where credit's due. Patterson team right now is on fire. Patterson team are looking good. They showed up on the right side of the bed, and they're ready to play some Rocket League. We have, apparently, one of the players has lost a tooth. How do you lose a tooth? How old are you? When do you lose teeth? Between the ages of 6 and 8. What? Okay, but then it can happen at 9 to 12. Molars relief. Dang, that's crazy. We just had somebody lose a tooth. Well, shake it off. Maybe that's why. Maybe there was a toothache, and maybe they were playing with that tooth in their mouth, and they're like, I got to get this tooth out of my mouth. I can't play Rocket League. I can't do some commentary if there's a tooth in my mouth. Well, as I was saying, though, you got to give credit where credit's due. Patterson right now look like they woke up on the right side of the bed. They're looking like they're playing some hot Rocket League. And as much as we could always do something to improve or do something that was different or something to get better, we just also have to respect our opponents or respect players that are popping off. Sometimes you know when you're playing a game and you get an incredible shot. Just a shot that no one was saving. And sometimes that happens to you. So as much as we do want to, kind of hits us and okay. But as much as it, kind of gets to you, is a little crazy, at the end of it, you want to have some fun, goof off, and just relax. Go with it. Just go with it. All right. It does look like some of the players are joining on in. I'm going to go ahead and switch over right now. Right now, Pattersons have one best of 5 series up on the demos. Not only that, but they are 2 games up in this last this middle best of 5 series, the second. So if Patterson take this match right here, they are bringing home a trophy for their school. Unless the demos have something to say about it. Which right off the bat, first 20 seconds, it feels like they have a lot to say about it. Nice. That's some good rotation right there. We saw Nico come in, then Wubby go in. That is great. Nico needs to be the 3rd man. Oh, no one's in. Oh, a huge save there by Sword. Sword actually going to get the touch. That was super close. Chubby boy following up, but Sword does get the tackle, but throws himself out. Nico has to get this cut. Does try to get the cut, but Chubby boy is just dribbling this ball. Wubby and there and going to shut that one down. Iconic now with the accidental touch pass back. Sword with actually a really big pop, but Chubby boy also going to shut this one down. Nico in an awkward position. Can't quite get it. No one there. Iconic. Iconic with a massive shot, but saved. Last minute. Nico. Wubby. Side by side. Nico in an awkward position. Going to try and follow up, but no. Iconic clears this one to the side. Chubby now goes with a nice big boom. Sword does shut this one down pretty quickly, and Chubby now brings this one to the wall. Going to try and bring it up. Doesn't quite work, but there we go. Another big clear out. Uh-oh, this is looking awkward. Wubby does get the save. And that's what I'm talking about right there. Trust your last players there and going to get the save and then go get their back. That's what we like to see. Chubby gets one little pop, makes it awkward for Sword. Sword, though, does find it and come back in. Nico double commits with Sword. Sword now is going to have to find this. Can't quite get the ball in. Dark collects this, goes down. Little dribble action going to start. Does get one little pop off to the side, but no major control as Chubby puts in one, but no, look at that. Big defense here from the Demos. Uh-oh, Wubby? Wubby! Oh, so close. Chubby puts a shot on, and Wubby just a little bit off to the side. Wasn't able to get it. Nico pinches with Chubby for that goal. Sends this one to the side. Looks like Nico trying to get around this, but in an awkward position, needs to just go for that rotate like this. This is what we like. Sword coming in from that rotate. Big bang. Chubby doing the same now. And we see a shutdown. Nico now coming in with the big bang. This could be a shot opportunity, but it's not. Wubby, the last one back, has to get the save. Does successfully save this one out. Chubby now going to try and shut this one down. Chubby going to follow up. Wubby gets the extra touch. Chubby and Wubby with these 50s are just driving me crazy right now. Iconic. Can Iconic get this save? Woo! A pinch between Iconic and Dark. Now Sword comes in with a quick shot almost, but bumped out of the way. Nico now trying to come in for another shot. It's open. Dark actually just barely there to get the save and the pop-up. Gets a little pop down as well. This is looking awkward. Wubby gets the save! Wubby saves the day! Now Nico trying to follow up through on this. The ball is off to the side. This is for Sword. Whoa! Awkward plays, but it's working out, and Nico gets the clear out. Dark with an awkward front flip on this. Can he follow up? Does successfully. Collects the 100 boost. Does get the ball past Nico. Chubby now follows up with a nice little pop past Nico. Big shot down. Wubby there for the save. He's going to shot that one out. This is the moment. We have 40 seconds left. This is the moment, right? It's got to happen here sooner than later. Are they going to be able to keep themselves in? Can the Demos keep the tournament going? Or are Patterson team going to shut this one down? We're seeing a lot of pressure coming out and a little bit of an awkward play. Chubby now going to send this one off to the side. Going to take it up. 20 seconds left on the clock. Bringing it up. Going for the pass. Big pass. Solo shot. And that may be the insurance goal they were looking for. Chubby with a crazy free play shot. The free play hero is what we used to call it way back in the day. A shot you only eventually learn through playing free play a lot. Chubby. Oh, nice save. Good follow-up. Well, I've got to say, overall, that was some crazy games, but there we go. Your JV champions, Patterson! Wow. Hot dang. Let's talk about it real quick. We started off being very close matches. Both teams going back and forth, taking a match. And then Patterson just locked it. They just locked in super hardcore, started finding their rotations. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Finding their position and just making sure they had the rotations. They had the clears. There was a lot of times that they were really extending really far. And that's where the Demos were able to break out and get the save. But Patterson's really stepped up, especially Chubby, majorly stepped up and just secured this win and this tournament for his team. So congratulations, Patterson. You guys have a JV tournament coming, or a JV trophy coming to your school. Congratulations on an awesome entire season of league play. You guys came in, if I'm correct, as the #1 seed. So incredible season on league play, incredible tournament. and I'm super duper proud of you guys. For everybody that is hanging out, make sure you guys are here on Sunday. We will be doing our varsity tournament. So those players are some hot stuff. So if you want to see some high action Rocket League, make sure you're here on Sunday. Should be at 12 EST if I'm correct. And check out some high level Rocket League. On top of that, make sure you follow us on any and all of our socials. I know you got one of them. You don't got to have them all, but you definitely got TikTok or Instagram or YouTube. And we are constantly posting. We're posting informative tutorials. We're posting funny memes. We're posting new updates. We're constantly talking and posting in the gaming world. So if you're not following us on any of our platforms, make sure you do. Also, that's where you'll eventually see recaps of this tournament. So even if you just want to see how you did or you want to see a little highlight of yourself, check it out over here. Follow us on any of those. Also, jump into our Discord. We do free tournaments that everybody can participate at the leisure of their home. So jump into that. We also do a bunch of other stuff. But that's going to be it, guys. We're going to wrap it up. Again, I'm Jammin' Joey. This was an awesome tournament. Congratulations, Patterson. Hopefully, I'll see you guys all on Sunday. But until then, keep jamming.